some Oilers news. We've got some Oilers news. It's actually not good news, though. It's bad news. This is bad news. This is bad news. It's not good. It's not ideal. I think that's what Dustin Nielsen's tweet had last night. But yeah, the Oilers, they released an article saying Oilers forwards Matthias Janmark, Matt Savoie, along with defenseman Alec Regula and goaltender Frederik Andersen will not participate in next month's training camp, to which Ryan Rishaug, he later added, sounds like Savoie and Andersen will be available late October or so. So that means we got something to talk about. No more speculation. Hockey season. Yeah, let's go. We're fired up for all the wrong reasons. Actually, it does suck. That's not ideal. But we're going to talk about it. There's a lot of angles we can go about this. We can be, very critical. This sucks. Be very negative. But, there's some positive ways you could look at this. Devin Levi, does he get in there? And then all of a sudden, does he steal the crease from Tristan Jarry? Does Ike Howard, does he get into the top 6 and prove his worth? And maybe he stays there. Who knows? So we're going to get into it. I'm YouTube Trev. That is Matt Iwanyk, the coup of Edmonton Sports Talk. We're coming at you live from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio. And as always, we are presented by Boston Pizza, which we were there on Monday, it was fun. Capilano Boston Pizza. Shout out Cody. I had the maple bacon barbecue burger with the Caesar salad. And I don't think I'm biased in saying this, but best Caesar salad in the game. Boston Pizza. Absolutely love it. Matt Iwanyk, how you doing? No. I knew it. I was like, you're being quiet. No, I'm not talking to myself for the next hour, Matty. You have to help me. I'm not quite there yet. Don't do it. Is that what we're doing? I'm going to do that on the hangout.
I joke saying that, Trev, I'm not going to say a word today on the show. It's just Trev. I'm just going to sit here.
I could do it. You know what's crazy? Sometimes...
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
For my channel, I will, do a video on whatever it might be. Let's just say I did an Oilers video not too long ago about Ike Howard and Matt Savoie. And I was talking, and it's crazy because I'm not quite to the point where I'm comfortable doing that here yet. But I finished the video, and I looked at the clock because it was still rolling, and I was just about to stop it on my my camera. It was almost 40 minutes I was talking. How could I possibly talk for 40 minutes about that? Just no text. I wasn't reading any text. I probably repeated myself quite a bit, and then I was just trimming down a lot of video editing because obviously I'm not going to drop a 40-minute video on those two. I ended up trimming it down to 12 minutes.
That said you had a lot of trash with that one.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a lot. I was just do I need this? Do I need that kind of thing? And apparently I didn't. But Nasties, how are you guys doing? We're going to get into it here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's the Oil Stream on a Thursday. Rest in peace, too, guys. It was the last show. Did you happen to catch?
Yeah, this is the first Oil Stream on a Thursday.
This is EST history. So...
I don't know what's going on also with the auto play. It's weird. It's not happening for a lot of reasons.
Why? Did it do it again?
Well, I know El Presidente saying, darn autoplay issues. And I know Hangout every day, when I click on the Hangout, I have to refresh the YouTube page to get the stream actually popping up. So I don't know what's going on with our YouTube. That's not on us.
No, it's not on us.
We have everything done properly.
Yeah.
We've double checked all that. So I don't know why that's all still happening, but
yeah, I feel bad because I was like, when it happened yesterday, I know I'll get the look from Dusty. Come on, Trev. And I totally understand. And the second time it happened from Hangout to Lock Shop, I was like, no, I triple checked. I know it was good.
It was there. But it's it'll even if when it comes on, the video doesn't automatically start.
Yeah.
I'm on the Hangout page. I start the stream and it just says waiting.
Yeah.
And then I have to click refresh and it's all something.
I know, yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Been
YouTube's being stupid with us.
It is being stupid. At Calvin.
Figure it out, YouTube.
Yep. At Calvin Van Dasselaar in the nasty chat. How's it going, Calvin? Hope you're doing good. Hasn't worked since the upgrade.
What upgrade?
Yeah, I think he means to say update.
What update?
There's an update.
Was there?
Oh, yeah.
For YouTube?
Yeah, this week.
Was there?
In the week? Oh, yeah. Can't you notice the format? It looks different.
What format looks different?
This is not how it used to look. It's slightly different.
Mine looks the exact same.
That one does. This one's different. And then also, if I were to chime in on this, you know how it used to be yellow? The Yeg Sports Talk, the handle was highlighted in yellow.
It's been white for a while.
Now it's black.
Or black.
Now it's black.
Well, I guess that Well, but I have so mine's white because I use the dark.
So yeah. So that, but I'm
always
talking
in
about
dark
like, it'll say Yeg Sports Talk. I'll show you when I put this poll up because I got a poll for
Well,
you.
I'll just do a test here. I'm just going to write test. See, mine's white.
Oh yeah.
Because I've got dark mode on.
Okay, well,
I'm always on dark mode.
Mine's black, but
You're
you know
on
how
normal.
see?
Why aren't you on dark mode?
I don't know. I don't mind. But you know how it used to be yellow?
Are you sure yours is different? Because all it is that you're just in theater mode.
Default.
Like that.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So that nothing changed.
Hey, you know what's funny? Because I meant to, but there was also the update with views.
That hasn't happened. When's that supposed to kick in?
I thought this week.
Was it this week?
Yeah, and then there was also one other thing that they changed, and I'm drawing.
Oh yeah, starting April 24th. So yeah, maybe this all these changes. I guess all those changes.
Yeah, and then the other bug we had was on the Nielsen show on Monday.
Yeah, I knew of that one. Baptized Big U. People who aren't on dark mode are psychopaths. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but
well, to be honest, this is the only thing I'm not on dark mode with is my YouTube or just my Chrome software. I don't know why. It doesn't bother me. This doesn't bother me. I'm totally
you're
okay.
Weird to us. Are you okay with that? Well, comfortable being weird to us?
Yeah, I've been called worse, and people have been calling me weird since I joined EST. So, yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, you doing good, Matty? How's it going?
I'm good.
You're putting in a shift today.
It's 4 hours. That's it.
Yeah, it's still.
Dusty does 5 when he's here. 3 morning, lock shop in the noon.
Yeah. That's still solid.
There's times where like if Reed fills in on the noon show, Oil Stream moving forward, that's a 4-hour on-air shift. I don't find like 4 hours doesn't seem like a lot.
Yeah. Flies by. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, no, this is
just like
I don't feel like but like if I was doing lock shop, did hangout, and then I had to do EST afternoons or the Reed Wilkins show, then to me, then I can sit there and be like, yeah, it's a bit of a shift today, but 4 hours, that's not, I just find that it's just standard.
You're a pro.
So I'm good. I've got this coffee from Pat Getty that I'm still trying to crush. He gave me some CFL cards. I've opened up 2 packs. So I was going through these. I'm going to get 3 hits in this box at some point. And then I have something
this year's? Yeah.
2023.
23. Okay.
And then I got something for you a little bit later in the show.
Oh, fun. Sweet. Yeah. I love that. Well, that's great. I'm happy you're doing good. And
Are you doing good?
Yeah, really.
Are you having fun?
Oh, I'm having a lot
Did
of
you
fun.
have a great 3 hours after the morning show?
Yes, I did.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was good to see Brundon. He's back. I was shooting the.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have seen him much yet.
No.
Very little.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can text us 780-218-9999. We want to hear from you, nasties. Are you worried? Question of today's show. Let's get right into it, Matty. Does that work?
Let's do it.
Let's get right into it. Okay.
10 minutes in. Let's do it.
Absolutely. And I'm going to drop the hammer now. This is the first time I've ever dropped the hammer. I did the other day, but I didn't have the liner, so I had to kind of improvise because Dusty didn't give it to me. But anyway, hammer injury law. Rick Mallett has once again been recognized by Best Lawyers for 2026, continuing a distinction he has received every year since the founding of Hammer Injury Law. Serious injuries? They need a hammer. Visit hammerinjurylaw.ca or call 1-855-98-HAMMER. That number again, 1-855.
Oh, you didn't mean to say that one. Sorry.
Good.
That's
all good, bro. That's all good. But we're dropping the hammer today. Oh, boy, did that feel great. Very happy. We're getting a hammer, by the way. It's a work in progress.
Hammer?
Yeah. Or a mallet.
We have one. Or we did. Gager had it for the judging thing. He had that one.
I don't know where he took that home with him. So we need another hammer.
You could I'm leaving it. I'm staying out of this. It's not hard to get a mallet.
I just realized that I said mallet. I'm like, wait, that's not the right word.
You go to
I was just confused because Rick Mallet.
Yeah, okay. To get a hammer, like
I've got a hammer at home, but we want.
There's many stores. There's a hammer at dollar store.
No, I think we want to make it like an EST official hammer, like a cool hammer, custom and everything.
That's smart business.
Yeah,
I
think so. Right on. And because if I drop the hammer, an actual hammer, I will damage this desk.
Yeah, so you just need to get a block of wood to hit.
Yeah. Okay.
I have one of those.
That's a good point as well. But yeah, it broke yesterday. Kind of touched on it. We touched on it in the morning show. I know you guys had a discussion on the EST Hangout, and we're going to get into it right now. But Matt Savoie, Frederik Andersen, Alec Regula, Matthias Janmark, they are injured, and they won't be training camp to start the season. And as Ryan Rishaug, he said in that tweet, for Matt Savoie and Andersen, they won't be available until late October or so. So yeah, that's the thing. Like it It's at least late October and after, right? There's no way they're coming before with that, I don't think.
I don't know why you would risk it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, damn it. I refreshed the...
Well, you were trying to fill the poll?
Yeah, I had the poll already.
Okay. While you keep redoing that, I'm assuming you're going to ask me, am I worried for the Oilers in this perspective?
Yeah, and the poll question is what player, what injury worries you most?
Freddie Andersen. It's not even close.
Yeah, I agree.
The Oilers haven't had Matthias Iwanyk enough over the last little while. And I don't think the Oilers season is made or broken by Matthias Iwanyk.
I agree.
Alex Regula might not even be here if he was healthy. He might be in the American Hockey League anyways.
Yep.
They have enough forward or defense. There's, Ty Emberson still has to draw on, so I'm not worried about Regula. Matt Savoie is young enough. His body could recover. I'm not as worried about Matt Savoie.
Pull his life.
Because I think he'll come back healthy and he'll be fine. People come back from injuries all the time. Once you get hurt, it's not like, that's it. Their careers are over type thing. Freddie Andersen, I have that other mentality though with it because of his history with injuries. When you come into this, once the signing happened, that he's going to get hurt at some point is what would have been thought. He came in, and I know there was some people that disagreed with me on this one, but to me, he was the number one goalie of the Oilers.
Yeah.
If we had to rank who were the three goalies of the Oilers were ranking Freddie Andersen number one.
Yeah.
Like he was coming in as the number one.
Yep,
and Tristan Jarry would have been his backup, and Devin Levi's is the number 3. That's how it was going. So now you're up that starting goalie. But what I'm worried about is I now don't have confidence that he's going to stay healthy all season.
I know.
Because it's where this injury was. And it's funny because Austin Matthews put a picture on his Instagram.
I saw that.
And one of
literally yesterday.
He was golfing with Freddie Andersen. So I'm intrigued when that was happening. But there's a few things that comes up with Freddie Andersen for me on this one. Is that they said he got hurt in offseason. Had it been, they said he is recovering still from his injuries that cost him the Stanley Cup final last year. I could live with that. He's just recovering. Okay, they're saying that it's not going to be fully healthy and they're going to take their time with him getting him in the lineup. But the fact that there was an injury in the offseason says one of two things. Either he re-aggravated whatever that injury was, or this is a brand new injury.
Yeah.
And neither of those are good to me, because if he's re-aggravating that, when he comes back, what's to say he's not going to re-aggravate it again if something in the offseason is already re-aggravated?
Yeah.
If it's a new injury, well, this guy has injury issues already. So now, you already got hurt this quickly. Like, I don't have confidence the rest of the season. It would have been one thing had he been back healthy, playing some games, and in January he goes down. You're like, okay, well, you're out 6 weeks with Freddie Andersen. We're expecting this. The fact that he didn't even play hockey and he got hurt again just says to me, okay, well, how much of this season is actually ultimately going to be a Tristan Jarry, Devin Levi show for the goaltending? And on free agency day, before Freddie Andersen ultimately signed, there was a lot of concern that was going to be it.
They
were like, what are we doing here in this city? So that's what you might have to be. And I'm not sure. I would have rather Freddie Andersen come in and allow Tristan Jarry to come into this season, knowing that there's a guy ahead of him, so that if Freddie goes down, he could take over, as opposed to now, okay, you're the guy, Tristan.
Yeah.
With Devin Levi right there, like, you're the guy. Are we sold that he's going to be the guy? So I'm very worried about the Freddie Andersen one.
Yeah, no, I agree. All of a sudden, so much pressure. Would you say, like, before heading into the season, before the injury was made public yesterday, there was pressure already for Tristan Jarry?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Big contract, needs a bounce back year.
The trades.
But there was something sheltering him in a sense.
Yeah.
Right? There's the Stanley Cup winning goalie that's here to shelter him, to allow him to be better. Like, I envision those first 2 games against Vancouver, Freddie Andersen gets the first start, Tristan Jarry gets the second start, which means he gets the road start, which I think is better.
Yeah.
But now I'm picturing it, well, it's going to be Tristan Jarry getting the home start. And what if he lets in, a tough goal in the first or second period? Like, could that mess with, like last year, that was the question we had about Stuart Skinner in game 1.
Yeah.
Had a tough game. I know there was some that were like, it's not a big deal. Well, it ended up being a big deal. It was game 1. Like, you want that. This is what it's all about. So at the very least, it would have been nice to have that shelter. But if Tristan Jarry has a bad first game, now it's over to the young guy, Devin Levi. Okay, are you going to save this team?
Gulp.
Right? Like, that's a lot of negativity. That's a lot of concern. But that's what you get when Freddie Andersen's not here.
Yeah.
That's why it's, for me, Freddie Andersen's the bigger one.
Yeah.
Where do you answer this question?
Well, I'm surprised. Right now, Andersen injury is up 54% of the nasties in our nasty chat are worried about that one more. Savoie is at 46. So that's kind of surprising. I thought it would have been like 75-25 split. Yeah, for me, I think It's Andersen. I think you labeled quite a few reasons there why it is Andersen. It's frustrating because you kind of knew this. I think it was Dash in the park in the nasty chat on the Hangout said, like, this is who he is. Like, should we be surprised? Probably not really.
But an off-season injury?
And that's the thing that sucks. And I know a lot of nasties right now. Chris Gand in the nasty chat, Andersen shouldn't have breakdanced at his wedding. I think, is that Austin Matthews? Was that his wedding? And then old Gale maybe stepped on too much Lego at Legoland. Like, what is he doing? And then that's the thing as well. Like, I feel like, you're relaxing. You just won the cup. This is a telling sign for this upcoming season. And he's always been kind of a little bit of a Band-Aid, right? Like he, last 5 years, last year had 35 starts. The year prior, 24, 25, 22, 23, 24, 16, 22, 23, 34, and 21, 22, 52. So for Andersen's case, I don't think you were ever expecting him to start like 60 games, 50, 60. I don't think so.
No.
And you don't have to be a number one. As we're seeing, that's kind of, it's split. It's a lot more splits. But you were probably expecting what, similar to last year, right between 30 to 40 games for Freddie Andersen.
Which I guess in the end, you're saying maybe he got the injury out of the way. And once he comes back, late October, early November, he might be healthy the rest of the way. And you bring in Frederik Andersen for the playoffs, not necessarily the regular season.
Yeah.
The fact that he got injured already, though.
Like, it just
doesn't give me confidence that he's not going to slide across to make that save on December.
No.
And he's just going to re-aggravate something. He's going to be gone again.
Like, yeah.
And then sorry to interrupt, but the other part with this is the fact that, and Pat Ketty had a different take on this one, but the fact that they announced this yesterday, to me, says these are 2-degree serious injuries. That it's not even a case of, okay, that like, it's a few weeks type thing. Like, I know Rashog has late October and all that, but you got to wait and see. And you never know with recovery. Sometimes there's little setbacks or it pushes them a little longer. The fact that they knew yesterday or sometime prior to yesterday that these guys are gone for a bit.
Yeah.
Like that says severe to me, as opposed to, you get to training camp and they're like, Savoie is going to be a couple weeks.
Right.
Freddie Andersen's going to be a couple weeks. Like the fact they're meeting like, nope, not here for training camp. We'll let you know when we have details.
Yeah.
That's worrisome.
For sure. It absolutely is. Library Pat, you can text us 780-218-9999. 100% Matty. No confidence in Jari. And having no Andersen for several weeks means I feel way less optimistic about how the season will start. And that is a really good point. You talk about those starts, this changes things for sure. I think based off of his play last year, well, not all of his play, but in the playoffs, Freddie Andersen, he really showed he still has it. I think we got, as observers of the game, we got maybe 2 to 3. His Tristan Jarry's first 2 to 3 games, you were like, oh, okay, that's not bad. And then like that's another conversation where it's I hate this part of it. It's it's a bounce back season for Jarry. Like, how many times being an Oilers fan growing up and now covering the team, I heard, it's a bounce back. I remember Kyle Turris when they signed him his second year.
I forgot about him.
Kyle Turris, I remember the conversations in that offseason. No, he's really working hard, Matty. Like he's ready. He's having a bounce back season. I can list off a few more, but it's just, I hate that conversation because it's such a big what if. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. And again, like now, watching the video that the Oilers they published on their YouTube channel. I only watched the 7-minute one of Free Agent Frenzy. It was that day, July 1. And they were talking about, okay, we got Levi, great, but we're not sold. We're not sold. And you shouldn't be sold, right? He has very limited time in the NHL. So you go out and get a guy, and now he's not going to play to, who knows, a month in, maybe a little bit over a month. So it's not ideal. And, but there is one thing, positives, trying to be optimistic here. Good news is they got him on a 1-year deal. So that's nice. Yeah. And it's only $1 million. So that's also nice.
But it's bonus laden contract. Yeah, so for him to get more, it's bonuses if he's not going to play. He doesn't get those bonuses.
Yeah. And so, but I just go back to, there's just so much more pressure. Like there's already pressure for Jarry. And then if that doesn't work, hey, Levi, how's it going, man? I know it didn't work for you in Buffalo, but you're going to be the starting guy now moving forward. Like how?
Well, I say that's a little bit of a risk because
That's a
if
major
there
risk.
is no Frederik Andersen, are you not almost in a similar situation to a degree of Jack Campbell and Stuart Skinner?
Yes.
Jack Campbell was supposed to be the guy, even going into year 2. Can he recover? Can he have that bounce back year? Stuart Skinner, now while he was part of the organization, he was the younger guy who you're hoping in the next year or 2 takes over. But Jack Campbell was so poor
Yes.
that Stuart Skinner had to take over immediately. And he did a solid job for the most
Calder
part.
finalist that year.
But is that what the Oilers are in if Freddie Andersen can't get healthy? Where, okay, well, you need Tristan Jarry to be the guy.
Yeah.
Can't be it. So Devin Levi is forced to be the guy a little bit sooner than he's expecting. And does that hurt things? Now, the other part to me is I'm just looking at the first 10 games. Winnable games. Like, so they should be able to overcome this without Freddie Andersen. Vancouver, Seattle, Anaheim, San Jose, LA, Utah, mini Carolina. It ends a little tough down the stretch. But it's also, if you lose these games and you get off to a poor start, you got to make up games later in the season and you don't have some of those easier games.
Yeah.
You've lost out on 2 Vancouver games, right? Like there's not, you have to play the tougher opponents to bounce back with.
What situation do you like? Like, I actually don't mind this situation if I am Devin Levi. But if I'm Tristan
For him
Jarry,
to come in?
Yeah, but if I'm Tristan Jarry, I'm kind of like, because Devin Levi, he was never expected to be that guy, right? Where Tristan Jarry, when they made the trade, they hoped that he'd be that guy. So now, you're fighting over the crease, and now it's okay. I have to be that guy. I absolutely have to be that guy. And for Devin Levi's case, at least he can be like, okay, I got the crease now. Let's show him what I got. Because you know what I mean?
I'm a little opposite because I Tristan Jarry. Look, the huge bounce back is needed, and then here's a guy that could sit there and if you're Tristan Jarry, you're sitting there like, if I can get back to how I used to play, I could be a Stanley Cup winning goalie. We've got a team here. I could be that guy that leads this team to a Stanley Cup. And when you're a top goalie, like these are the moments that you should be striving for. Whereas Devin Levi, it's a little bit more, he's a younger goalie still, and I wouldn't want him I'd want him to develop his confidence, and I wouldn't want it to be ruined a little too soon or take a hit a little too soon because he's forced into a spot too early. And he's having to play too many games too early than you're ready for. The others are ready for.
Yeah.
But when you're a 3-goalie system, Devin Levi is going to have play some games, but I don't think it would be a lot early on. And if Tristan Jarry struggles to start and you're throwing in Devin Levi out there a little bit more than you're expecting, and he gets rattled in one of those games or something, could you impact his confidence for the rest of the season? I like this more for Tristan Jarry almost more than Devin Levi.
Yeah, that's fair. I see what you're getting at there, Matty. Louis in the inbox. I think this is true. You can text us 780-218-9999. Levi probably goes from 15 to 20 projected starts to 20 to 30 with this news. We got Mark out of the park. We talk about needing a top 6 winger. Savoie was trending there after the Olympics, but gets set back. That topic is not going away. Interesting. Yeah, we're going to shift gears to Savoie here briefly. And then Coach Mike, lol. Those type of preseason comments always make me laugh. Best shape of my life. Can't wait for the season to start. Yeah, that's fair.
Those are fun ones. It's also like, I just love.
It's like, every year.
Well, it's the same as even with McDavid though. Like, oh my God, he looks faster than before. It's like, yeah, like.
Still fast. Still very fast.
He's great. Like, we know he's going to be great, but I just love, all of those for across the board. Everyone's in the best shape of their lives. Everyone's going to have the greatest season. Stoffa, he's on a Twitter thing like, don't surprised if Podkolzin's going to have a great season. And so I'm like, Bob, you're never going to say that these Oilers aren't going to have good seasons. Like, who sits there and like, don't be surprised if, Zach Hyman is just awful.
Yeah.
So I love preseason stuff.
Yeah, preseason.
Everyone's going to be great. Everyone's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. I'm YouTube Trev. That is Matt Iwanyk. This is the Oil Stream presented by Boston Pizza. Of course, all of Edmonton Sports Talk is brought to you by Play Alberta. Go check them out, playalberta.ca. And we're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio. Just quickly, we'll touch on the other player who we haven't really discussed much on, but we're getting some texts about him. Maybe I'll throw this your way, or maybe, I'll just read this quickly. I feel bad for Savoie. This is coming from Hampton Steve, missing the start of the season when you're trying to secure your position with the new coach is not ideal. How many players have we seen struggle all season after missing training camp and the first month or two? So, it goes for both players, but that's why I'm like, it's tough. You already have some expectations. Like, I think people are pretty optimistic and really looking forward to seeing what Matt Savoie can do. You saw what he was able to do after the last break, the Olympic break. Now you get a big summer break. and he's injured. And the thing that's annoying, like what did he do as well? Like another offseason injury. If I'm not mistaken, he played a full 82 last season.
82 games, 37 points.
Yeah. So expectations, I know for me, he was probably a top 3 player. Like I was going to be glued. My eyes were going to be glued on. And I like that he brought up the Mike Babcock because, I don't think Freddie Andersen, the goaltending, it doesn't really change much. You got a goalie coach for those guys. But for a Matt Savoie with a Mike Babcock, like you want to figure that out.
But who's gonna surpass him?
Who's gonna surpass him?
Like who's gonna be the guy? Like so, right now you got McDavid, Hyman, Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and those are your 2 of your 3 spots on the first 2 lines.
Yeah. So
Savoie's out. Is anyone worried that somebody's gonna come in and supplant Matt Savoie in those top 6? He's gonna get his opportunity up there once he's healthy.
Yeah.
And the only reason he won't is because somebody else is playing extremely well then.
Right.
Like, are you expecting Trent Frederik to go up there and do great things?
No.
But if he does, okay, great. That's a good problem.
Yeah.
Now Matt Savoie has to be lower and he has to earn his way up. But I'm not worried that Mike Babcock's just not going to give him his chance. I think Mike Babcock's going to be forced to give him his chance.
Yeah, I think so too. But it's more so just can Matt Savoie follow up a good season? Because it's already tough to follow up a good season and then you throw in the coach. Does that change much? I don't really know. I don't buy into that as much, but you're starting a little bit later. Everyone's going to, play a handful of games more. You're already pretty young. You're still figuring out the game. So, and then you can look at it the other way. He is young. He could be a quick learner. He's got the feet for it, but I just, I don't know, that bothers me a little bit because as we've seen, you've heard the sophomore slump. It's already hard for certain players to follow up a good first year. And now you have an injury to that. And so like, I was 90% certain, no, he's going to follow it up. But now maybe I'm like 85% sure. He should be good. But it adds a little bit more of a, question to his upcoming season.
Yeah. And it's like, was that Hampton Steve who texted in?
Yeah.
Like I will say one thing, because I'm not worried about Matt Savoie, but one good point is, and we've seen it historically, especially from, not, superstars. Superstars are different beasts. If you lose out on training camp, it is an impact.
Yeah.
And you can go to different, even remember when William Nylander held out for a little bit?
Yeah.
He didn't have a great season after he signed.
Yeah,
he had a better season the next year.
Yeah.
But he didn't have a great season that time because he missed some of hockey, and everyone gets to a different level sooner than you do, and you're just playing catch up the whole season. So I guess, if there is a concern for Matt Savoie, he's just going to have to be playing catch up. But I'm confident he'll be able to do that.
Yeah. And then just going into, we'll get into the top 6, maybe in about 10, 15 minutes time. I have what I think the top 6 will be starting the season now. And then I have what I would like it to be. So we'll get into that. But that's just a tough one. Like, Matt Savoie, man, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Here's hoping he can come out of it on a good note. But I'm going to get to this now there, Matty. Dusty, he asked 3 questions on the Nielsen Show today. And I want to ask them to you, the Nasties, and Matt Iwanyk. He said these are the 3 biggest questions now with these injuries. So without further ado, let me ask you. Which goaltending tandem is better heading into the season? Last year's or this year's? Skinner and Pickard versus Jarry and Levi.
Oh.
And that's kind of just...
What was your answer?
I said Skinner and Pickard. Barely.
I have to go Skinner and Pickard just because Skinner would have taken his team to a Stanley Cup final the year prior. Well, 2 years prior. And Pickard played a part in getting to the Cup final too. Whereas Tristan Jarry did not take the Edmonton Oilers to a Stanley Cup final. Didn't even start any of the games in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken.
He started one.
Did he start one?
Yeah.
Did he get one late? Did they get the last one?
No, the second last one. They got the win, and then they changed it up.
So didn't really see any playoff time.
Yeah.
And Devin Levi is a complete unknown.
Yeah. I think
it's hard to explain this one. Say this one with confidence.
Yeah.
With no Freddie Andersen there to start the year.
I give the slight, and see, I looked at it like this. Like, I give maybe Levi just for like the future, and I'm pretty bullish on him. Just a little bit of an edge on Pickard. Like, I think if he went to, he did go to the minors last year. Levi's numbers were a little bit better. So I like that, but then I think you have to give Skinner a decent edge over Jarry.
Jarry lost that game. It was the 4-3 overtime game.
He lost, eh?
It was 4-3 in overtime.
Oh,
Just looked it up.
interesting.
Gave up 4 goals.
Yeah.
No, I have to go with the guy that
have to.
When the number one guy ultimately is the guy that went to a Stanley Cup final the year prior, as opposed to the guy who got one playoff game then the year prior and lost it, gave up 4 goals.
Yeah.
It's hard not to go with the other one.
Yeah.
But that said, neither are great.
I know.
And then that's why Freddie Andersen was so important, because the moment that signing happened, it calmed the waters of Oiler fans.
Yeah.
Like, okay, here we go. The goalie is here.
Right.
This guy's gone to a cup final. You got,
It's lights out to
right?
start this.
But prior to that sign, because that was a late afternoon deal for Freddie Andersen, maybe into the evening. When it was just Jari and Levi, there was a lot of, I think, for free agency concern out of that. And then the moment Freddie was just calm, like everyone was okay. Now this is good.
Yeah.
So it's last year would have to be last year's, but that's not to say this year doesn't have the potential to be there.
Right.
Maybe Devin Levi's the guy.
That's the thing. I think the potential of this one, I think we kind of knew, or at least
He's only 24.
Yeah.
What if Devin Levi's now, this is the turning point and he actually is this stud goalie that
he comes in here and steals the show? That would be nice.
Okay, that was question 1.
That's question 1. And Norman Combine, he says, last year as well. Easy decision. Question number 2. Where is it here? Okay, yeah. Does Matt Savoie's injury automatically mean Ike Howard starts in the top 6?
No.
Why?
Well, I could see in a situation where Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is in the top 6 and Trent Frederick gets put in the top 6.
Really?
For going to a coach Babcock, was he going to defer to veteran presence in his top 6 when it comes to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins? We know from the things Stan Bowman has said they want Trent Frederick to be used more. They didn't like, or he didn't like how he was used. He wasn't brought in. He wasn't being used in the way that they wanted to bring him in, which means if you're playing in the bottom 6, that's what Chris Knobloch did. So what's the opposite? It's top 6.
Yeah.
So those would be the 2 holes. And the fact that preseason is now shorter, there's 4 games, and the veterans can only play in 2 of them. So McDavid and Leon can only play in 2 of them. Hyman can only play in 2 of them. It's not a long runway to Ike Howard to show that he deserves that spot.
Yeah.
So I think Babcock defers to vet in Nuge, Trent Frederick, because that's what management wants, and that's your top 6.
What's enough to see? Okay, because it was talked about with Bowman. Maybe he said, if I'm not mistaken, this year I didn't like how he was handled. I wish he got more minutes. So what's enough to say, okay, he got a fair share? Like, are we talking top 6 for 2 weeks, averaging
10 games? I'm always a 10-game guy.
Okay, so 10. Yeah, you can find. Yeah, you can get a good read.
If it's not there through 10 games, it's not going to be there.
Yeah. There's no point. I
2
agree.
games, not enough.
No. Yeah.
There's got to be. So 8 to 10 for me. 8 to 10.
I always like last year. It was so funny. The preseason, he never looked good on the top line with Connor and Leon for the preseason. And then it was game 1 last year. Who did they play in game 1? Was it Vancouver? I just know it wasn't good. It wasn't good. And then game 2, I know for sure it was Vancouver, and he actually looked good. He had some good chances. And the Oilers, they dominated that game.
Wasn't it Calgary start last season?
Was it Calgary? Oh yeah, it was. Calgary
Did they have
start.
the comeback win?
Calgary did.
Yeah, it was a comeback win for them.
Yeah, so the Flames started. So that was game 1 was Flames. Game 2 was the Canucks. And I was just like, maybe there's something here with Freddie. Or with, Trent Frederick. And then I was by far not even close his best showing on the first line. And then he was like, okay, no, I don't like that, which always kind of puzzled me. I was curious why. I don't know. Would that have changed anything? I don't know. Did that hurt his confidence? Maybe. But that's just one thing. It'd be okay. I'm okay for him getting, I don't even know if I want him in the top 6 for 10 games.
I think you're going to have to start with him up there for a bit and see how it goes. And maybe it only goes 6 or 7 games and you're like, hey, it's not working. Then you got to make a change.
Yeah, like if you give him 6 games averaging like 15 minutes, 14 to 15, like that's decent time for a forward.
But
that's
where
really
I go
good
10
time.
is what if in those 6 games, like for the first 2 games, he gets 3 points. And then for 4 games, he doesn't get a point.
And you're out.
See, and that's where I will go to 10 to see, okay,
Well, it
you get a
depends.
little
Points
bit more.
aren't everything. If he's making an impact on other side.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
What we could agree on is 4 goals, 3 assists, and 7 points over 74 games is not enough. No. We could agree. I think we can all agree that through that many games, that's not enough.
yeah. And trying to be Mr. Brightside over here. What's up?
No, I'll let you finish.
After the Olympics last year, that was the best Trent Frederik had looked. And which isn't saying much, but it is true.
What do you say? How do you answer that question? Is Ike Howard guaranteed top 6?
I wouldn't say guaranteed to start. I don't know if it's like, would I, if it was my choice, yes.
Yeah. We know he was a Calder winner last year.
Yeah. Didn't happen.
What do you think? Like, what do you think Mike Babcock's going to do?
Well, I know. Did I read this? I think I read this. Maybe it was Kapanen's comments. He was younger and I remember talking about this earlier in the summer, but you shouldn't be worried about playing, the young guys. Like if you're worried about Savoie and, some of these young guys getting ice time, it's not something that he's afraid to do. He doesn't mind, but a little bit different of a situation for his time in Toronto when the young guys were the best players. But I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I think if you want to see Ike Howard thrive or be an impact player, he has to be in the top 6. And I think he's going to have a good preseason because he had a decent preseason last year. And I think he's going to build off that. And so if he has a solid preseason, he puts it together, then maybe I'm leaning towards, he might be a guarantee to start.
What's your third question? Or Dusty's third question?
Yeah, I asked Dusty after the show. I'm like, can I use these? He's like, of course, which was very nice of him. Have we seen the end of Matthias Janmark?
Without knowing what the injury is?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think I'm going to say yes.
Nagging issue is what it was.
Yeah.
I looked this up. Nagging issue. So Janmark last played on February 25th, 2026 in a game against the Ducks. At the time, head coach Chris Knobloch announced on March 6, 2026 that Janmark underwent successful season-ending surgery. Others expect him to be ready for the training camp, which don't think that's accurate. Before the injury, he recorded 1 goal, 7 assists in 41.
They said they expect him for training camp? So,
this was.
Yeah, so there's a setback at that point, though.
Yeah.
There's something that recovery's not going fully as they expect. I would say, I'll say 60-40 he plays again, to 40 he doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a 0. I don't think it's he's definitely going to play for the Oilers again.
Yeah. Sorry, you don't think it's at 0? You think there's, you said
I would put a 40% chance that he doesn't play again.
40%
for the Oilers. I'll put it at 40. Like that there is a nagging thing here. And especially like where would you put him into this lineup? But if enough of the younger guys or even like a Jason Dickinson and Kapanen and Szymanski are playing well enough, it might be a situation where it's like, why would you even put him in type thing?
Yeah.
You'd want him. They're just the fact that he's still banged up.
And really, like I've had some discussions. He wasn't Matthias Janmark of old, and even that Matthias Janmark wasn't like a game changer that really that much.
Yeah, 33. He'll be 34 in December.
Pretty effective.
Like, there's a point of is he even going to be useful?
Yeah. So very interesting stuff right there. So yeah, and I'm looking at it right now. I don't think I'd have him in for anyone in the roster, not even Szymanski. And I know Szymanski's a center. But yeah, that might be. There's a good chance that Matthias Janmark, he played his last game. What do you think, Nasties? Text us, 780-218-9999. This is the Oil Stream presented by Boston Pizza. We're in the Popeyes, Louisiana kitchen studio. It's Matt Iwanyk. I'm YouTube Trev. Did Cale Makar just sign? Oh, no. Sorry.
We're still waiting for that?
Still waiting. Sorry, I read a text. I was like, crap. I'm going to get to this right now.
Usually when Friedman drops something like that, within the next 30 minutes, something happens.
Yeah.
The fact that he dropped that it was close and nothing has happened yet, intriguing.
Yeah.
Intriguing. That's all I'll say. It's intriguing.
It is intriguing. But let's get into that right now. Let's wait. Let's get into my top 6. Let's get into some top 6, and then we'll get to Popeye's spicy headlines. This is what I think the top 6 will be. We can rattle this quickly. Nasties, what are your thoughts on this? This is how I mean, they kind of went to these lines. It'll be interesting to see, but
I'm going to rip you for one of these.
First line. This is what I think the top 6 will be. I'm getting into the brain of Mike Babcock.
And I'm going to rip you for it.
Okay.
You watch.
First line, McDavid, Hyman, Nuge.
McDavid. First line? What a joke you were.
You don't like that? It's a good line.
I was just having fun with that.
No, but I think...
That's my point where it's, I think Nuge, I think vet presence.
Yeah.
Babcock puts them there. I don't think there's any question on that one.
Okay, and then just based off what they were able to do in the playoffs, Draisaitl centering a line between Podkolzin and Kapanen.
You think Kapanen goes up before Frederik, though?
Yes.
Interesting. It'll be fascinating to see that. Because
that has to be.
Right,
I'm calling it. That has to be the
with
line.
Stan Bowman sitting there saying Frederik wasn't used the way we wanted him to.
But Frederik was on the fourth line playing 7 minutes. If he's on the third line playing 12.
Is that why they brought him in? Was to play third line?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think it is.
I wouldn't have brought him in until he wasn't playing top 6 in Boston.
100%. I feel
he
like
was playing his way out of the league.
They want him in to be a top 6 winger.
That was the dumbest thing. I don't know why.
Absolutely.
They need to.
I'm not saying you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm saying it would be fascinating to see that if Stan Bowman said that they're not now. Mike Babcock's different. He's his coach, but is there a thing here that it's no? We're going to start Frederik. If it is Kapanen, it does mean
Kapanen provided so much more in way less time.
It means that Babcock's looking at his team and he's valuing it in his own. If it's Frederik, I do wonder if there's a little bit of meddling from management.
Yeah.
That's the way it kind of works.
And also, really good point. I think I just saw this right now. James Barrels 469 in the nasty chat. Right hand shot and faster player. That's one thing like Babcock is very strict on. Because that would be a line of all lefties.
What if he starts Frederik on the fourth line?
He's not doing that.
You think he'll then go to the third line?
Yeah, Frederik will be on the third line.
What if he starts on the fourth line?
Do you think that'll happen?
No, I just again I'm bouncing back and forth on this. Stan Bowman wants Trent Frederik played in a different role. That's what we know. But also Mike Babcock is Mike Babcock, and he'll do whatever Mike Babcock wants.
Yeah. Interesting. He beats his own drum. Is that saying? Okay, now you want to hear what I would like? Nasties? You're going to like this.
Okay.
Only one change.
I know which one it is then.
Really?
Nuge for Ike Howard.
Nope.
Oh, I was wrong. Trent Frederik.
Nope.
Oh.
McDavid, Hyman, Nuge, same first line.
Hey, Draisaitl, Podkolzin.
Howard.
Oh, so it's still Howard in there.
Yeah.
Okay. That was half right.
I think the second line, you go getter, Podkolzin. Go get me the puck, Leon says. I'm going to dump it in. You go get it, and you give it to me.
What's the chance Ike Howard isn't with the Edmonton Oilers in the new year? On the NHL roster with the Edmonton Oilers by the new year.
What's the chance? I would say 15% chance.
That he's not?
I'm saying there's an 85% chance he will be on the team.
Yeah. It's up to him to prove it.
I think, I don't know. I'm still very, very big on this player.
Fair enough. The Oilers better be too. We better hope that he hits too, because
I like what I saw from him at the World Championship. And if we really want to talk about ice time and how he was deployed, I didn't think he was getting a fair shot last year. I think to start the season, this might be a hot take, I think he looked just as good, if not better, than Matt Savoie. To start. And then obviously things changed in the second half.
I will say this about it, though. Mike Babcock loves his veterans too. And if he doesn't get off to a hot start, he's not going to have trust for Ike Howard.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The rest of the season.
You're not wrong there, Matty. You are not wrong. Okay, time now for Popeye's spicy headlines. Nasties, I know you love my lines. That was good. That was really, really good. I'm proud of myself right there. Okay, where did I have these live reads? Right there. Brought to you by the new value menu at Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen, featuring 5-piece nuggets, fried pickles, mini chicken wrap, mini chicken sandwich, and blackened cauliflower, all for $4 plus tax. These are perfect snackable items that can round out your favorite Popeye's meal. How about that?
I love cauliflower.
I'm not going to lie. My reads are getting so good. Sports updates? No. Those? Great. I don't know what it is about sports updates. They just destroy me.
Do you read it out loud when you write them? Practice them?
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole thing? You read it all out loud before you read them on air?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. Headlines. This was pretty big. This was huge news. Brendan, I love that guy. I miss you so much.
He's right there.
Cale Makar. Oh, this is going to be a monster deal.
Is it?
I think so. He's going to be the highest paid player in the NHL. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't.
I wouldn't
become that.
I wouldn't be. I could see him try looking at his Avs team and going, we need to make sure we have money so that the Avs can stay good.
He's already won.
But you want more. You always want more. You don't just give up on wanting to win a Stanley Cup.
Yeah, you always want more money too.
I'll say I could see him being the highest paid defenseman, but not highest paid player in the National Hockey League.
Okay, interesting. Earlier today, Elliot Friedman, he tweeted, about to go offline for a bit, but the much anticipated extension for Cale Makar and Colorado is closing in. Going to be a biggie, but a critical piece of business for the Avalanche. What does this deal look like? Nasties, I ask you, what do you think that deal looks like? He's currently getting paid $9 million AAV, or it's just ending. He signed a 6-year deal, $54 million deal. The maximum salary he can take is $20.8 million per season. So a single player's cap hit cannot exceed 20% of the league's.
He'll be sub 18.
Sub 18.
That's my prediction.
So all he has to do is be 18.9 to be the highest paid player.
He'll be sub 18.
Sub 18. So Macklin Celebrini will still be the highest paid player.
He will leave money on the table for the Avalanche to keep building a strong team.
That'd be the good Alberta boy right there.
Oh, hey, look, McDavid didn't even take a raise this last time.
But he has never won. He wants to win more than
right,
Makar
but
does.
Makar still wants to win. Like you don't
Not
win one cup and think I don't want to win anymore.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It'll be interesting. I think it's 19.5 for like 4 years.
Problem with that is then what does McKinnon get?
Well, McKinnon signed for how long? Because he just signed 12.6 in 23.
So he's what? But at some point he's gonna need his money too.
But he did at that time.
So McKinnon goes till 2031.
Yeah,
so
he became the highest paid player.
So Makar, but he also was on a sweetheart deal
the first time.
Coming off of a sweetheart.
He was like getting paid like $6 million for like 6 years.
So if he signs a 4-year deal, they're both UFAs at the exact same time. I'll say if I had to put it, Makar will be about 17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
Yeah, it's gonna be fast. So, well, regardless, I would still make him the highest paid defenseman, and I think it is very, very deserved for sure. But the one thing it makes like Oilers fans, you gotta be happy. Like Evan Bouchard locked up, like that deal just looks like unreal. When these next guys, Cale Makar, he's signing for 17. Quinn Hughes, he'll probably sign for around that. Then you got Evan Bouchard locked up.
Quinn Hughes is a guy that screams to me he's going to get 19. Or he wants to be the highest paid.
Probably.
Cale Makar seems like a guy that I feel like would still like to win and leave a little bit of money for them to continue with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be, that's fascinating right there. I like that. But that was good. That was your Popeyes spicy headlines. Cale Makar, what will he sign? Time now for the numbers game presented by Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every single day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense. Okay, Matty, over under. Devin Levi, he plays more than 5.5 games until Andersen comes back. So let's just say he comes back.
Under. It's going to be under.
Even though it's late?
It's going to be 11
October?
to 14 games that he could be. That takes you to the end of October.
Yeah, I got 14 games played.
Is directly to the end of October.
Yeah.
So it says around end of, so it could be a little bit sooner. I think at 14 games,
does he play 6?
That means it would be 8 and 6? No way.
Yeah. That means something bad happened.
I wouldn't be shocked if you see a situation where Jari gets the first 2 games, Vancouver, maybe. I'm going to take the under. I think you're closer to 4.
Yeah, that's probably a safe bet.
I don't think you're throwing Devin Levi fully into that's where I am. Maybe upwards of 5. I think you said a nice number there.
Yeah. Thank you. James Barrels, I saw reports that Howard took big steps in his defensive game, but got PK time in Bako on a team that was pushing for the playoffs. Yeah, you know what? He had a great season. His rookie year was actually better than Matt Savoie's as far as points go. Quinn Hudson, I think he had a sleeper of a season. He actually had a better year than Ike Howard. I know when the Oilers traded for him, I was doing some reading. His first year when he was he with Michigan? No, where was he? I should know this. But his first year with his team in college, it was bad. Like, it was really not that good at all. And then his second year, Michigan State. Yeah. And then his second year in the Big Ten, like he had a solid season, but his third year, he really, and the coach noticed like massive improvement. So, which is something you expect to see, but he took like a huge leap. So I'm still big on him. That would be great. That's bad news. There's bad news, injury problems for the Oilers, but I also want to say this is sad news for Transformers fans. As voice of Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen has passed away at the age of 85. Just an iconic voice.
Absolutely.
Probably one of the best voices in the world ever. I watched him like just talking, and he was talking about his voice, and it was one of those things he was messing with it, like how do I do this? How do I do this? And then it just all of a sudden hit him. He just said, "I am Optimus Prime," and it sounded just like how it does in the movies. It was so cool. You know how sick that is to have that voice?
Having great voices could take you a long way.
Yeah, man. I wanted to be a voice actor.
I have something for you now.
Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Well, a while ago, you said you don't like cherry, grape, tomatoes, those type of things. Ugh. And I said you never had them fresh. And I said I'd bring you them in.
Oh, so are we doing this right now?
They're from Kayla's garden.
Okay.
So they are like legit fresh. So these aren't the fully grown ones. These are more sweet.
Do I eat the green thing?
No, you ripped that off. But these are fresh, and these are more sweet. So they're not the red ones yet. They haven't developed fully into that.
Okay.
So we want to see if you actually, because I said you never had good ones that were fresh.
So no disrespect to Kayla. If
You don't like these, you don't like these. But it's, I said at the time I'd bring you, well, she grew them, she didn't make them, that I'd bring you a fresh one from a garden when it was time, so that you can try them, because I don't think the ones you've had would have been good. Now, like, again, don't lie about this.
No,
don't eat it like, that's good. And then
opinion.
half the air, be like, nope, didn't like it. I'd be intrigued on your thoughts.
It smells like a tomato. It looks like a tomato.
It's just so juicy and fresh.
Okay, so because really tomatoes, I don't I like them in salsa. The thing is, I don't taste them. Like a regular tomato, I just don't taste. It tastes like water, like a little bit of salt maybe.
Give that a try.
Get ready, I'm doing this right now. Okay, this is scary. Oh gosh, will it pop?
When you bite into it, it will. So make sure your mouth's closed, so you don't want to squirt it everywhere.
Go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, squirt it all over your squirt it all over you. You have it all over your chin and stuff, dude. Can you throw that over here quickly, please?
Oh. This kind of tastes like an apple.
How does it taste like an apple? I don't know. You need that.
Thank you so much. I was not expecting it to explode in my face. Oh, it does taste like a grape. This tastes like a grape.
It's more sweet tomato.
I like it. The texture is throwing me off a little bit. That's why I don't like certain vegetables.
You probably ripped off the green part, so you could have just popped it all in at once. Would have probably done that for you.
I don't know. I'm kind of. I don't hate it. I tell you what. I like the taste. The texture is creeping me out a little bit.
Okay, fair enough.
I
will try it. I'll get a red one in. Also, this just quickly coming because we got to wrap up. But Connor Hellebuyck, from an official statement, Winnipeg has been my home for my entire NHL career, and I'll always be grateful for my time here. I've never forgotten June 23rd, 2012, the day Winnipeg took a chance on a goalie playing in Odessa, Texas. I gave everything I had for the moment to prove the Jets made the right decisions. Several months ago, I privately requested a trade and have tried to handle the situation quietly and respectfully while giving the organization time to explore its options. With training camp approaching, I feel it was important to publicly confirm my request. My position has not changed, and I believe moving on is the best path forward for me and my family. I appreciate everything Winnipeg Jets fans have meant to me throughout my career and hope a resolution could be reached soon. You've signed a contract. I'd keep him. I wouldn't be rushing on that if I was the Winnipeg.
For sure.
But he's trying to force their hand on that one, and you have a long contract. They'd be like, yeah, either play or don't. Your choice, but it's with Winnipeg this year. Now that you go public, I don't like that one.
Yeah, no, me either. I don't like that either. Brendan, what do we got coming out ESC Afternoons?
You have to turn your mic on.
Very much on the low side of the slider, but got all kinds of good stuff coming up. Matt Iwanyk's going to swing through Talk some Niners.
I'm not talking Niners.
No. Sorry,
Okay,
you're
just
going to be
making sure.
red light district. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay,
there for.
good. After that, at 1:40, we're going to talk some Niners. And then after that, Hernan, maybe not quote me on this, but said we're going to have some fun. So
What does that mean?
I don't know what Hernan's level of fun is. I don't know. I guess hey, if there's one reason to stay tuned in for ESC afternoons, it's to figure out what Hernan's level of fun is.
Yeah, absolutely, baby. Awesome. Thank you for that, Brundon. Don't go anywhere. We got ESC afternoons coming up with Hernan Salas and Brundon. I'm YouTube Trev. That's Matt Iwanyk. Thanks for watching today's edition of the Oil Stream presented by Boston Pizza. ESC afternoons coming right up. Don't go anywhere.